I wanted to share this post from the modern investor, someone who's been deep in the crypto space for years. If I'm not mistaken, he's been around since at least 2016, or maybe that's just when his YouTube journey kicked off. Either way, he's been ahead of the curve for a while now. When I first discovered XRP and joined the community back in November 2017, his channel was one of the first I stumbled across. Before I even thought about starting my own channel, I was soaking up his content non-stop. And looking back, it's remarkable how much of what he predicted has actually played out. Tired of fake gurus who claim to be expert traders but never trade live? I trade live on the second largest crypto exchange, where everything is transparent and results can't be faked. For over 440 days, I've consistently closed every month in profit. In the last 90 days alone, my followers have earned over $34,000 in profits with only 4% drawdown. Verified results, not empty claims. Want to see my verified stats? Click the first link in my profile and start copying my trades for free today. It's no shock that I align with his perspective. The XRP community has been spot on about so many developments, from integrating real-world assets on the XRP ledger to the broader adoption we're now seeing. A lot of what people initially dismissed is now becoming reality. So, when the modern investor shared what you see on your screen, I'll read it in a second, this isn't some pie-in-the-sky moon boy hype. It's grounded, and honestly, I believe he could be 100% right about where things are headed. I'll be honest, I steer clear of making price predictions. That's just not my thing. I'm not a chart guy, and frankly, you don't need to be one either. The real key? Broad exposure to the crypto market and a long-term hold strategy. Stick to utility coins and the major players, the ones the market has already vetted. It's a simple approach, but it works. Now, here's something interesting I came across, and honestly, it makes sense to me. If this happens, I won't be shocked. The prediction? By 2030, Bitcoin hits $1 million, 0 cents a coin, and XRP climbs to $39, 0 cents each. Let me ask you, do you feel like you've got enough? For me, the answer is a big yes. I've stacked up an absurd amount of XRP and I couldn't be happier about it. Look, maybe Bitcoin will hit that $1 million, 0 cents mark by then. Maybe it won't, but the prospect is pretty exciting to think about. I'm feeling more confident than ever that XRP could hit that target. Here's the thing. Countless analysts believe this cycle could send XRP soaring into double digits. Some of the most reputable voices are even calling for $20, 0 cents to $30, 0 cents this year. It's not just hype, it's a real possibility. Think about it. Doubling an asset's peak price from one cycle to the next isn't out of the ordinary in crypto. It happens all the time. As long as XRP continues to prove its functional value, the idea of it reaching a multi-trillion-dollar market cap doesn't sound far-fetched. It's not some wild fantasy. It's grounded in the potential we've already seen. Sure, there's always a risk it could crash and burn, but I just don't see that happening. My conviction in XRP has never been stronger, and I believe its best days are still ahead. Let me share a few reasons why, in my view, this isn't some far-fetched moon boy dream. Let's be real. What I'm talking about here is absolutely possible. In fact, I've been anticipating it ever since I got into crypto. Why? Because this market is still in its infancy, barely scratching the surface of its potential. Even now, it's surprisingly small considering the buzz. Check this out. Even if it seems conservative, it doesn't mean this is the ultimate peak. Here's an example from another analyst I just discovered before hitting record. He's known as Crypto General, and guess what? He says XRP's price is moving exactly as planned. The price remains stuck in a range, but my buy orders are lined up for a breakout and retest, with targets hovering around $9, 0 cents. Now he's thinking it could go even higher. Interestingly, I came across an older post from April 2nd where he said, XRP is still consolidating above the breakout zone and holding strong. The next leg up will start after breaking out of this consolidation. I'm adding at these levels. He also mentioned, I'll load up heavily at the breakout with easy 5-10x targets, implying a price range of $10, 0 cents to $20, 0 cents. It's possible those predictions are onto something. If anything, the lower end might even be too cautious. Let's be real. When you're seeing double-digit price action in these ranges, it's not exactly shocking. The real question is, how high can it actually climb this cycle? We don't know yet, but one thing's for sure. It's not slowing down anytime soon. That's why utility is king, and it's what will always drive value. Think about it. Utility is the reason people like us are here in the first place. Without it, there's no way XRP would have stayed in the top 10 coins by market cap all these years. It's not luck, it's because it solves real problems. What we're seeing is global confidence from speculators who believe XRP makes sense. Every day the market votes, and XRP keeps proving itself. That's why it's holding strong where it is. I truly believe it's only going up from here. Every time I see more real-world utility for XRP, my excitement grows. Think about it. When a technology is genuinely useful, people don't just toss it aside. As long as XRP serves a functional purpose, I feel confident we're heading in the right direction. That's why this latest development, which I've covered in a few recent videos, has me so excited. Now, here's the big news. Ripple's director has confirmed that the XRP ledger will power post-trade infrastructure for all of Hidden Road's prime brokerage services. Yes, all of them. We already knew XRP would play a role here, but this confirmation takes it to another level. It's further proof that XRP is cementing its place in the future of finance. Big news, everyone! Ripple's UK and Europe managing director Cassie Craddock just dropped a bombshell. The XRP ledger is set to be the backbone of Hidden Road's post-trade infrastructure. If you missed it, Ripple recently acquired this prime brokerage firm for over $1,200 million, 0 cents. Now, let's take a moment here, because no other coin is doing something of this magnitude. Not one. XRP stands alone on this stage. And let's be real, that's kind of a big deal. Here's the kicker. Craddock confirmed that RLUSD, Ripple's stablecoin, will act as collateral, creating a seamless bridge between digital assets and traditional finance, like a TradFi. Oh, and one more thing. Every single RLUSD transaction on the XRP ledger relies on XRP. That's right, it's all powered by the one and only XRP. Every transaction, yes, every single one, is powered by XRP in the XRP ledger. It's not optional, it's essential. This foundational role ensures XRP's long-term success and utility, and that's just one piece of the puzzle. Big changes are already underway. In parallel, Craddock revealed that the XRP ledger will drive Hidden Road's post-trade services for prime brokerage. Hidden Road previously shared plans to shift its post-trade operations to XRPL, aiming to slash costs and supercharge settlement efficiency. Ripple's team highlighted during the acquisition announcement that Hidden Road handles a jaw-dropping $3 trillion, 0 cents in annual transaction volume. But here's the catch. This massive volume is bogged down by slow settlements and outdated payment systems. Ripple's solution? The XRP ledger. By integrating it, Ripple aims to wipe out inefficiencies and bring transactions into the future. Oh, and seeing RLUSD used as collateral? That's the cherry on top. So, here's the deal. This is speculation, sure, but I can't imagine these transactions working any other way. It seems like tokenization is going to play a huge role here. Maybe I'm missing something, but I'd love to know if there's another approach. For now, that's my best guess. Until more details emerge, it's all speculation. Crypto Eddie shared some huge news. Check it out. That's Cassie on the screen. The XRP ledger will handle post-trade operations for all of Hidden Road's prime brokerage services. Yes, you heard that right. All of them. We're talking $3 trillion, 0 cents worth of services. That's massive. This is real, functional utility for XRP and the XRP ledger. Someone asked a great question. What does that even mean, XRPL for post-trades? And Crypto Eddie had some insights to share. In short, the XRP ledger could soon play a key role in real-world transactions, settling trades, moving ROUSD collateral, and handling data like trade details and clearing reconciliations for Hidden Road's post-trade processes. But let's be honest, we're still waiting on more updates from Ripple and Sluices to really understand how all the pieces fit together. It's like they're making sausage, and we're still trying to figure out the recipe. I'll keep digging and share what I learned, but honestly, when I hear predictions like XRP hitting $39, 0 cents by 2030, shout out to the modern investor, it doesn't sound so out there to me. Why? Because as crypto adoption ramps up, XRP included, the growth could be exponential. We're talking a tidal wave of adoption and money flowing in far beyond what we've seen in the past decade. The next chapter of crypto evolution might just blow our minds. Momentum is already building, and here's the kicker. XRP recently hit $3.40, its all-time high this cycle. That's with less than 1% of the global population ever buying it. Now imagine what happens when more people dive into crypto and massive capital from institutions and wealthy investors floods the market. XRP is a finite asset. When demand skyrockets, it's going to go absolutely wild. Sure, $39, 0 cents might sound far off now, but remember when people thought Bitcoin's big numbers were impossible? Adoption changed everything, and XRP could follow the same trajectory. Fast forward 5 years, and don't be shocked if it's another success story. This isn't some far-fetched dream. It's a real shot at life-changing wealth in crypto. The end of the cycle doesn't mean we're done. In fact, I believe we'll see a price rocket before the inevitable pullback. Market corrections always happen. A bear market will follow, but that just opens the door for new opportunities. When the market dips, I plan to jump back in. Even if I sell all my XRP, once prices crater, I'm ready to go big again. That's the plan, rinse and repeat. This space is bursting with potential, and I'm here to seize it. Of course, I'm not a financial advisor, so don't make any decisions based on what I say or write. Seriously, that would be a terrible idea.